Alright guys, welcome back to another video for Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. My name is Ventus, and in this video I'm going to be using a heavy weapon. I'm going to be using not a Gatling gun, it is a, let's see the equipment, the Pandemonium Type Z. Let's take a look at this. I've got damage at max HP, damage versus mechs, overheat buildup duration, and then physical attack. Let's see, and then I'm going to use my long stroke Type Z. I don't think I have anything actually special done to this weapon. Yeah, there's nothing special done to it, it's just a pistol that I use. And then for the skill sets that I'm going to be using for this one, over on the pistol, I've got Power Form 4, Skill Free Shot 4, Guard Field Shot 3. I would get Guard Field Shot 4, but I don't have it. And then we've got Human Fortress 1. I mean, I do have Guard Field Shot 4, but I couldn't get it on this build. Alright, and then we've got Graviton Shot 4, Graviton Shot 3, Heat Detonator 4, and then Healing Field Shot 4. Alright, and the topic of a video that I want to talk about this time is I was watching the, what probably is the last episode of Sword Art Online, like Season 1 yesterday, right? So I wanted to like talk about something that I saw in that episode that kind of made me go, that's weird. Alright, so Akiko Kaiba, right? I guess from what we've been told from the episode, he created the dual wield skill. So he said that he wanted the hero of the game to have the dual wielding because he felt like the dual wielding is probably like the best like skill. Now the question that I kind of like that was brought to like my forefront when I heard that this time around was like, what's better? Because he had a sword and shield, right? And technically, he was basically like a tank, right? So that's what his kind of like what his role was. He was a tank. So it was like he was tanking versus a DPS when he was fighting with Kirito. So it always, like, whenever I used to do PvP in certain games, like, it always used to bug me when a tank would try to fight a DPS, because it almost was like an unfair advantage in some ways, because, right, a DPS could do damage, but a tank usually had the ability to heal themselves, usually had the ability just to tank damage. That's what they're meant to do. So what was Akiko Kaiba really trying to say with that fight was, I think a tank is better than a DPS, because he didn't choose dual wielding for himself. What he chose for himself was the tank skill. He wanted to be a tank to fight a DPS, which that was like an unfair fight. I mean, I have seen it to where there are some DPS that can probably like wear down a tank really, really good, but I don't think this was the case with Akiko and Kirito. Kirito only won because he, like, on some realistic type stuff, he like got like a cheap attack. Like he died and essentially came back to life and was able to like get a free hit on him, which I don't know if that like technically counts as like a critical attack or not, which I think probably it does. He got like a free crit. He was able to just hit him without, you know. But in the actual fight, I feel like Kirito was getting kind of handled, right? Do you feel like that too? I feel like Kirito was getting handled in that fight. He couldn't really land a hit even with his dual wield skill. And then Kirito, he kind of brought up the sort of thing. He's like, well, he created the dual wielding ability. He knows all of the weaknesses, so I can't even use the dual wield, right? And I think kind of like, I don't know. It makes me feel like another thing that kind of brought up in my mind is like, was Akiko Kaiba a gamer or was he Madara? like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, was he a gamer or was he Madara Uchiha? Because Madara, if you remember from Naruto, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, Madara just wanted to create a world. He wasn't a villain. I mean, they painted him to be a villain, but he just wanted to create a world of his own choosing that was nice. And whenever I heard Akiko say that about him wanting to create a world, it was just like, you want to create a world that has no rules, no laws, is what he was saying. So basically, like, he wanted to be the ruler of his own, like, world, I guess. And I'm not sure if he wanted to create a happy place, but he, for a certainty, wanted to create a place that he controlled all of the rules, all of the laws. Now, another thing that really kind of, like, stood out to me as I was watching the episode was he's not dead, right? Like, I can remember thinking in, like, later episodes in other seasons, like, where is he? Is he dead? Because I don't think he would allow himself to die, would he? Because when they finished their fight or whatever, him and Kirito, he was still alive in that whatever realm they were in, and he was still there. So I don't think, like, if he had the immortality thing, I don't know, maybe somebody who's paid more attention to it can probably answer in the comments, but don't be like a dick about it. I don't think he's dead, because if he made the immortality thing, that just means he couldn't take HP. Kirito and Asuna, they were still there, and they were alive. He was standing there talking with them, so that leads me to believe that he's still alive somewhere. I'm gonna watch some later episodes of SAO other seasons, but I don't think they really touched on what happened to him. If they did, remind me if they did, because I don't know if I don't remember if they did or not. Like, I think he's still alive. From if I'm watching like from the first season and I've never seen any other seasons, I'm thinking that he's still alive somewhere, because he wouldn't like necessarily make the game to where he could die. I mean, it's already proven in the episode that he really wanted himself to remain alive. Am I out of bullets? What's going on? I am out of bullets. Oh crap. I didn't know I could run out of bullets since I forgot to increase my bullet capacity before I did this. That's sucky. Alright, well, it looks like I just have skills that I can use on him. This thing's pretty much almost dead anyway. But overall, that was a really good episode at the end, man. I mean, after not watching it for a while and then watching it again, seeing the fight take place between those two. I know in my previous video I talked about, you know, not a lot of fight choreography in a lot of these episodes, but I think whenever he fought with Akihiko, the sound effects, the choreography that there was in the fight, I thought was really good. But it just really just kind of struck me as odd that he would choose to use sword and shield, and that kind of got me thinking, like, does that mean there are classes in the game? I mean, I know that they, in the beginning, the dude was like, the job I rolled was a knight, and somebody said, you idiot, there are no roles in SAO. But is that actually true though? Because we don't really know what other skills that there were. Like, we know that there was a fishing skill, we know that there was a sneak skill, so there's probably other skills as well that we just didn't know about. Like, I have no problem believing that there was a support class, and the support class probably had some healing abilities on it, some buffing abilities at the very least, right, that we just didn't know. Oh crap, is this thing actually okay? I wish I had a different weapon to use. Will I be able to like go somewhere and like put on a different gun? Because having no weapon sucks. Maybe I can skill freeze him? Wait, is he... The skill freeze says he's less likely to target me. So, can I... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I gotta switch out my heavy weapon for something else. Equipment, Pandemonium Type Z. Let's go... Do I have a... Can I put that on? No, I gotta choose an AR. Can I use my Sylph? Okay, I can use my Sylph. I probably have no skills on this thing, but I can just AR it to death. Yeah, I have no skills on my Sylph, but I do have... Whoa! That blows. Okay, I gotta find this thing's weak spot so I can finish this. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? Like, I felt like there might have not been any healing skills per se, because they all had to use healing crystals, and they used to have to, like, I don't know. But then again, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe there are healing skills, because Kirito in that one episode, he definitely had regeneration. So maybe he had to choose that as a skill to be able to regenerate his health. Maybe they had to use that in place of them not having any heal skills. Nobody could just throw a heal spell on you. I don't know. When I first saw the first episode, and when Klein was like, oh wait, hold on. No magic in an MMO RPG, it's kind of bold. I felt the same exact way. I was like, bro, that's crazy. You're not going to have any magic in the game, but I guess that's just not what he was going for the game. This thing just refuses to die, doesn't it? Uh-oh. I think it's getting close. Is he going to start shooting? It's like, oh, it's dead anyway. All right, cool. Oh! Oh, am I dead? Am I dead? I'm still alive. All right, we got it. Sucks that I ran out of bullets, but oh well, it's dead. Alright, so I don't know, just let me know what you think about that, man, in the comments. And what about this build, how you feel about that. You saw what I was trying to go for with this build. I was trying to do the thing where I stick him in place, but this boss, he doesn't He plays by his own rules. He wouldn't stand still when you hit him with the vacuum gravity shot, because I love that gravity shot. I think gravity shot's an amazing skill. Wow. Still like Lievre. My ArFA-sys is looking like Lievre. That's cool. All right, but let me know what you think about these thoughts, man. And overall, in general, if you like these types of commentary videos about SAO, because I can do them like forever.